What if the Tower of Babel wasn't just a myth about bricks and ego, but a warning? A redacted chapter in humanity's story, where we got too close to the source code and the system hit reset. Today, we're cracking the Tower of Babel wide open through simulation theory, ancient astronauts, and forbidden knowledge. This isn't Sunday school. This is Myth.exe loaded and running. Genesis 11. After the Great Flood, humanity was united, speaking one language and living in the same area, likely in Mesopotamia. As people migrated east, they settled in a land called Shinar, often associated with ancient Babylon. There, they decided to build a city and a tower with its top in the heavens. Their goal: to make a name for themselves and avoid being scattered across the earth. But according to the story, God wasn't pleased. He saw that this unity could lead to unchecked ambition and disobedience. So, he confused their language so they couldn't understand each other, scattered them across the earth. The unfinished tower was called Babel because the word sounds like the Hebrew word for confused, a symbol of progress, or a back door into something greater. God sees the tower and says, if they can do this, then nothing will be impossible for them. So he scrambles their language, confuses their code, scatters them across the world. Tower abandoned. Game over. But why? Some interpretations say God isn't afraid in the literal sense, but rather concerned about where unchecked human ambition might lead. Genesis 11:6. If, as one people speaking the same language, they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. That line implies humans were on the verge of doing something monumental, maybe not just building high, but unifying in ways that could make them believe they were equal to God. From this view, God intervenes to humble humanity, not because he's afraid, but to keep them grounded. It's a kind of divine boundary setting limits on prideful ambition, defending diversity, warning against centralized power, or, in some readings, trying to keep humanity from becoming too powerful. Now let's plug this into simulation theory. In simulation theory, we're living in a constructed reality, created by an advanced intelligence, whether you call it God, a post-human civilization, or a cosmic architect. From this angle, Babel becomes a code breach. Humanity in Babel begins reverse engineering the simulation, figuring out how to reach the heavens, the system's upper architecture. The tower isn't just literal. It's symbolic of humanity reaching for admin-level access to the program. The unification of language equals singular protocol, which makes collective thought or processing possible, dangerous for the system's stability. So, the architect intervenes. If they continue like this, nothing will be impossible for them. Translation: they're about to glitch through the ceiling of the sim. The confusion of languages is like changing the encryption keys, no more seamless data sharing. Scattering equals reseeding nodes across the network to limit centralized processing power. The phrase, reach the heavens, not poetic, literal, an access request. So, what happened? System override. Communication protocols scrambled. Unity fragmented. Tower offline. Sound familiar? Think Eden. Think Prometheus. Think patch. Update 1.0.1. 1.0.1. Now switch lenses. Ancient astronaut theory. According to Zecharia Sitchin and other ancient astronaut theorists, the Anunnaki were advanced extraterrestrials who came to Earth to mine resources, usually gold. They genetically engineered humans as a labor force and kept us under control. But what happens when the workers get smart? The tower wasn't just tall, it was an attempt to contact the gods. It was strategic, maybe a stargate, signal tower, or primitive launch pad. The gods panicked. Shut it down. Confused languages equals disrupt command and coordination. Because if humans work together, they evolve. And if they evolve, they stop taking orders. In this version, Babel was a revolt, a cosmic "we see you." And then there's the ancient pattern. Eden, knowledge forbidden. Prometheus, fire stolen. Babel, unity crushed. It's always the same story. You are not allowed to become more than you are. The gods, divine, digital, or alien, don't want equals. They want subjects. It's always the same theme. Knowledge equals power. Power equals rebellion. Rebellion equals suppression. So maybe the Tower of Babel didn't fall. Maybe it's still being built. Line by line, code by code, every time we connect, share ideas, or break through the next layer of mystery. Do you want to crack reality open? Maybe the real heaven isn't up there. It's within reach. And this time, we're not asking permission. The danger? You might get a whisper back. Or worse, the system might rewrite you. But if you succeed, you don't just reach heaven. You become the architect,